biggest fear about snow is that it'll obscure the trail and we won't know where we're going.
Oh, I think that's evident.
You can't miss the trail.
Yes.
You and I have done enough hiking in snow that that's what we have to remember is that we're no strangers to hiking in snow. We're just strangers to sleeping in snow.
Yeah.
We're being recorded.
Are we? Steve, you have to record it.
It's almost every camera, every scene.
Yeah, you play it later for all your friends. Oh my God, we had these hikers. They were so stinky and so whatever.
Every scene.
Look how pretty it is off to the left.
Yeah, beautiful views.
All right. Day 16, I'm back on trail. Got on in Big Bear and skipped some sections for snow and washed out Mission Creek, but that's okay. There's a little gold mine shaft up at the top of the hill, so. This is true. May not have another gold mine. Hey there. All right, so we're up here just a little bit above 7,500 feet. We'll get up to 8,000 today, back down to the 7,000s to camp, and then work our way back down out of Big Bear area. But first significant snow on the trail. So far haven't needed to put spikes on, but we'll see as we keep going today whether or not those will come out. But right now it's pretty doable following everyone else's footsteps, so keep going. But we also got our first view of the Sierras a little bit back. It is a perfectly clear day and you can see hundreds of miles in every direction from up here, so or at least off into one direction. So first view of the Sierras, first snow. Doesn't get much better than this. Today's a great day.
Now you're just straight looking down there.
Whew, we did that. And now we're gonna go up.
That's what I was saying. I was looking at
But we finally found a spot to put our spikes on.
there, I'm like,
Day 17. Still up here in the snow. At least it's frozen now, so we're not slushing everywhere, sliding everywhere, post holing. Not gonna lie, I was over it yesterday. A little bit over it today. But hopefully we'll get down to lower elevation soon and be out of it. Just a random privy in the middle of the mountains. I don't even know if there's any roads anywhere near here, but there's privy, so we're all taking turns with it. Yes, it is windy. I have no idea whether you can hear me or not. But, look, there's no snow. Thank God. Well, we still have 6 more miles to camp. We've done a lot today. It'll be our longest day yet on trail. We had to get up really early where the snow was still hard to hike on. And I'm not gonna lie, mentally, really tough day. I woke up with some altitude issues, being close to 8,000 feet, and really was not feeling going through that snow with my ankle issues I've been having, foot issues, so made it out of the snow. Alright, I am 2 miles from camp. I'm just shoveled as can be because the trail is really overgrown. It's windy. The trail slanted, so it's hurting my ankle right now. But it's only 10 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time to get close to my house to camp. And hopefully get my tent set up before any rain or snow starts for tonight. Hunker down and stay warm. So it's been a tough day. Not gonna lie, I don't think I was expecting such a tough day this soon into the hike, but yesterday was hard, today was hard. Today will be our longest mile yet. I think we'll end up at 16 or 16 and a half at the end of the day. And the first 8-9 miles was in snow, some spots where you're post-holing up to your waist, so very, very thankful to not be in the snow anymore. Nope. Finally in some sand. You can see the storm rolling in over the mountains. The clouds are rolling in really fast. But it was definitely a tough day. I didn't think at one point that I was going to make it through today, but we're now almost to camp, so we made it through today. So tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what winter storm on trail brings, and check in then. Very thankful for vegetables to cook in. When
cooking in your tent?
Good morning. It is day 18 out on trail. As you can tell, we got snow. We're still getting snow. And we'll keep getting snow today. So our goal is to get down a couple thousand more feet. Hopefully making it to Deep Creek Hot Springs tonight. At least that's the plan and the goal. It sucks that we're really not going to be able to enjoy the hot springs because it's going to be coldest day and coldest night on trail. And while the hot springs sound great, that also means we're risking being really cold. So we'll see whether we hop in or not, but that'll be a problem for either tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, this is what spring snow wonderland looks like right now. Those of the people in my group that left before me are kind of following their footprints. They just left like 5 minutes before us. We have a creek crossing in like half a mile, which sucks because we're finally kind of like warm and dry from the creek crossing yesterday, but got one more today, so hopefully it's not too deep. We can get across, dry off, and keep going and not get too cold, but check back in later. That way. Yesterday we got spoiled with the privy. Today we're getting spoiled with a couple of benches, which is great. Just, you know, casual place to sit. And we've got about 5 more miles until the hot springs tonight, so that's where we're setting up camp. It's cold, snow's getting heavier, wetter, so we'll probably get to camp and set up tent and hunker down for the night, so check in later. Okay, so we made it to Deep Creek Hot Springs, just in time for it to start heavy snowing and hailing. So you can see the snow through my tent. It's weighing everything down. It's a lot of snow. We've only been here maybe a half hour. Got my tent up just in time. The ground is completely covered in snow and it was bare when we got here, so made my dinner, some mashed potatoes and ramen veggies and cheese and hot sauce in my tent, in my vestibule, and going to eat this and then get warm and go to sleep. Unfortunately, with the snow and the weather, there's no hot springs. I mean, they're there, but I'm not going in them. At least not tonight. We'll see how I feel in the morning, so talk to you then.
You're going in.
Good morning. It is day 19 out on the trail. We had definitely our coldest night yet. Just left Deep Creek Hot Springs, maybe a mile or two back. It got down probably to the teens, maybe to the single digits. As we got into camp, it started hailing and snowing. So within, 10 minutes of being in our tents, we were kind of bogged down with ice and snow. And stayed that way. And then this morning the sun came out. It was a glorious change to the last couple of days. There's snow around us, but not on the trail. And we let everything hang up and dry out in the sun while we soaked ourselves in the hot springs. So that was a nice little treat we did to go in. Today we're just kind of going 12 to 14 miles, kind of wherever we can find camp, and calling it a night. So check back in later. Good morning, day 20. Another cold, crisp morning. Everything was covered in frost this morning. So kind of bundled up first thing. It is going to warm up, so it'll be okay. We're pushing a little bit longer of a day today, just to make up some miles from yesterday, since we took our sweet old time yesterday. But for right now, our goal is the lake up ahead and a little picnic area. Hopefully the sun will be out and warm enough that we can dry off our tents and our sleeping bags and things like that, just from the condensation and the frost last night. And then have to love climbing up a hill, and on the other side it's just this beautiful lake. How nice. And I see the picnic spot somewhere like right over there, which is where we're headed for our first break for today. So I don't know, I'm gonna enjoy the lake a little bit and take a break, hopefully dry everything out, and keep going. Update. We are 4.5 miles from camp tonight. We're gonna hopefully get there before sunset. It's a little late. We've been kind of going real slow today. But that's okay. It's a 15.5 mile day, so slow is okay. Tomorrow we'll get down to Cajon Pass. We'll hit the McDonald's. I think we're gonna stay the night in the Best Western. Just rest after this section because this is a big section. Kind of see, make me back there. Kind of see that one's covered in snow. That's where we started this way. So this is a day and a half more to go. Good morning. It is day 21. I just left camp. It was another cold night. But we just have 6.2 miles to Cajon Pass, to McDonald's, to a Best Western and some beds, a warm shower, some laundry. And for me, I'm going to go to urgent care and hopefully get some medication for to help combat some of the altitude sickness symptoms that I was feeling. Really, it was the nausea that was kind of the worst. Kind of survived a 16.5 mile day on 1 bite of a protein bar and 2 packets of fruit snacks, because I couldn't really eat anything else, which just meant I was slow and sluggish and kind of irritable the whole time. And if that can kind of be curbed a little bit, I think I'd be in a much better space going up and over into Wrightwood, and then determining whether or not it'll be safe based on how I feel going up, doing the climb up to 8,000 feet before popping down into Wrightwood. I'll determine whether or not it'll be a safe choice for me to attempt Baden-Powell, or if I will take the highway alternate walk around, which I think might be a potential option. We'll just kind of see. I'd love to go up and over Baden-Powell, but I also don't want to put myself or anyone that I'm hiking with at risk. So just kind of going to see what's happening, and hopefully some medication will take care of it and I can just move on and keep hiking and enjoying every moment out here. But if not, I have to start thinking of alternates for some of these higher elevation things coming up before the Sierras. I think if I can spend some time acclimating up in the Sierras and go slow, I'd be okay. But here we're kind of just hanging out at 3,000-4,000 feet and then popping up above 8,000 for like a day and a half or half a day, and then popping right back down. So that up and down is really, I think, what's causing more of my issue than if I could just get up into elevation and stay there. So hopefully when I get to the Sierras there won't be any problem, but we'll see. So that's quite a ways off. I've got 400 less than 400 miles to go to the Sierras. Wow. I didn't think I realized I was that far. That's exciting. So anyway, I'll check in later, probably from Cajon Pass and the McDonald's. So, bye. And to the highway.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're dropping our emergency patient off.